Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome back to our new online lesson. Inshallah, we are continuing with Surah Al Hujurat. As usual, we want to analyze the ayat and reflect on the ayat and see how we can implement them in our daily lives in a practical way. Today, inshallah, we are going to focus on ayah number 13. أعوذ بالله من الرحيم يا أيها الناس إنا خلقناكم من ذكر وأنثى وجعلناكم شعوبا وقبائل لتعارفوا. In this ayah, Allah is saying, "O people." So here the address is not to the believers in specific. Allah is talking to all people. We have created you من ذكر وأنثى, from male and female. وَجَعَلْنَاكُمْ شُعُوبًا وَقَبَائِلَ لِتَعَارَفُوا, and we have made you into different types of populations and nations and tribes. Why? So you can get to know each other, get to know each other's customs. Now, if Allah wanted all of us, all people around the world, we could have been very similar. We could have been in everything, and we could have been very much the same. Yes, in general, we have things that are in common, but we also have things that make us different. The different foods that we eat, the way that we dress, the languages that we talk, the specific culture customs that we have, the way we raise our children, the way we celebrate different events. All these things are very different. The traditions we have through within our families, it changes from culture to culture, from people to people. If Allah wanted, He could have made us all the same. We could have all been exactly the same, no differences. It would have made no difference. But subhanAllah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala intentionally made us different, and we have this diversity. Why? It's something that we should enjoy. So this is a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Instead of like some people, like maybe they travel to a different country and for the first time they see people eating something different or acting in different ways, and they start ridiculing them, looking down upon them, thinking how stupid they are or how this they are. But this shouldn't be the attitude that we should have, because this is from the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that we have this diversity and different cultures and different traditions and in different parts of the world. This is something we should enjoy. We should take the best from it, and we shouldn't look down upon people. Remember, we were talking in the ayah before this one, how that people, a group of people shouldn't mock another group of people. We shouldn't look down on other people. This also is part of it. It's all related. So it doesn't matter. Okay, you think, okay, I come from the US, or I come from Germany, or I come from Sweden, or I come from Saudi, or I come from the Emirates, or this or that, and I must be better than the people in this country or that country. We shouldn't think like that. Whether to do that, we think we're better because of financial reasons, like our country is better in a financial status. Some people have this attitude, okay, we're Arabs, so we're better Muslims. We have to be better Muslims than Europeans or Americans or this or that, because this is where Islam came from. We shouldn't have this attitude towards each other. We should appreciate the diversity, enjoy the diversity and the blessing that Allah gave us, without thinking that we're better than others. And then the ayah continues, إن أكرمكم عند الله أتقاكم إن الله عليم خبير. The best of you are those who protect themselves, have taqwa, the most careful, the ones who respect each other and are not racist towards each other. In general, we know that taqwa comes from, in the origin of the word, it's like you're protecting yourself. You're having wiqaya, or your protection from something. So you want to protect yourself from something. And the meaning of taqwa is that we do everything Allah told us to do and stay away from everything that Allah told us to stay away from. And in the end, we want to protect ourselves from what? From the hellfire. So this is the general meaning of taqwa. In here in this ayah, it would be Allah reminding us that the best of you are those who have taqwa. It's not about which country you came from. It's not about what traditions you have, what culture you have. It's not about any of that. It's about the taqwa that you have. And if we're going to relate taqwa to the meaning of this ayah, it will be those who have taqwa in regards to this issue in specific. They're not racist. They don't have racism towards each other. We should look at human beings all equally. They're all the same. We can't judge each other, by the way. So you can't say, okay, I know this person has more taqwa, so that person must be better than this person. You can't even judge in that case. This we have no idea. Taqwa is something that's in your heart. Only Allah can see and know 100% what's inside your heart. Maybe in front of people, you're praying, you're giving charity, you're doing all these good deeds, but your heart is on the inside is completely in a different place. It's full of envy, jealousy, anger, hatred, racism, arrogance. We don't know who has more taqwa than who. So we have to remember that the only thing that makes us more honored in front of the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the taqwa that we have. Taqwa, we do the best we can for the sake of Allah. We purify our hearts, and while we're treating each other, we should be treating each other with humbleness and kindness and mercy, and we should be completely away from thinking that we're better than others or having racism towards each other or anything like that. Thank you very much for joining me, and if you have any questions, you can post them, and inshallah I will see you next time in a new lesson. Assalamu alaikum.